What's up, Domino community? Today we are going to do a huge unboxing of my very own H5 domino creations. This is my new line of precision engineered dominoes that are specifically designed for setting up and knocking down. If you've ever wanted toppling dominoes, this is the stuff to get. H5 domino creations. I've poured my heart and soul into this, trying to get these dominoes going for the past few years, designing them, going through iterations, and now we finally have a product and I'm so excited. It's available now at Walmart, walmart.com, and on Amazon. You can check out the links in the description or go to heavish5.com/buydominoes. But anyways, let's unbox it. These dominoes are literally a dream come true. I have been wanting to make the perfect domino for quite a while, and we're so lucky that we were able to partner with Spin Master to actually make these dominoes. And they've been so nice to work with. What I really appreciate is that they listen to me as the domino expert and have taken a lot of my advice and critiques, and we've worked together to really create the best products that we can for builders. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, you can still use these dominoes and accessories that are made for everyone. So once we open the box, here's what we got. Let's start with the dominoes. So it comes with 100 dominoes. There's 25 white, yellow, red, and blue. They come in these stacks of 25. I'm gonna unbox these. There's a little perforation line here, which makes it a little easier. Where's the perforation line? Oh, here it is. Sometimes it's hard to see. Oh my god. Let's deep dive into these dominoes and I'll show you how we've improved it and why this is the best toppling domino you will ever see. This is what the domino looks like. We have improved the domino in so many ways. First, my favorite one yet is we've improved the surface texture on the dominoes. So what that means is if you look really carefully on the domino, there is a very thin coating of this added texture which will grip the floor a little bit more than other kinds of dominoes, and this will allow the domino to fall without sliding as much. Now, if you're a domino builder, you know that dominoes that slide are not good. They hit other things around it, they cause a lot of fails, and it's just really unpredictable when dominoes slide. It can get kind of crazy. So with this added texture on it, it prevents it from sliding as much, which means you'll be able to better control the domino and predict where it's going to land on the floor, and thus you'll increase the chance of your domino projects working if they're not sliding everywhere. So that's one of my favorite things. I love the texture of it. It just feels good in the hand to build, and they interact with other dominoes really well because every domino has this extra layer of surface texture. So when the domino hits the next one, it's not really going to slide everywhere, which is fantastic. With this added surface texture on the domino, it actually helps to make a really uniform color across the domino, and it hides a lot of the imperfections that other domino brands might have with like streaking or extra lines on it. These dominoes are a really solid, uniform face, so it looks super good on camera. The next thing about these dominoes is that they are precision engineered and manufactured using the highest quality materials. So overall, the quality of the plastic and all of the domino is just really solid. It feels good. We've also been able to make really square, precise edges on these dominoes, which will allow you to build much taller structures that are more stable. When you're building walls and pyramids and big towers especially, you don't want to be building with dominoes that have rounded corners. That's just going to cause issues as you build higher up and can cause it to knock down by accident. But having really precise and consistent edges is a super important part of domino toppling. So we've made sure to incorporate that within our domino, and I'm very happy with how that came out. Another huge thing about these dominoes is that we have improved the overall rectangular prism of the domino. These dominoes are completely flat, 100% flat. They don't have curved edges, they're not concave or convex on the face. It's a 100% flat domino, and this will allow you to actually put the dominoes flat, like on the ground, and set them up on top without it leaning over. Other dominoes, they're not completely flat, so they'll bend on the side compared to H5 Domino Creations, which really do not lean at all. So finally we have a perfectly flat, super square domino. Now we've also been able to get rid of mold dots on this domino. So other kinds of dominoes, you might see like 4 or 6 dots on the corners. That's like where the domino comes out of the mold. But we've been able to completely remove those. So overall, the aesthetic of the face of the dominoes look so nice. If you look at the domino from front to back, it looks pretty much the same. The only difference is that on one side, you'll see a very small number in the bottom right corner, and that's just the number in the mold. So if there are any issues with the dominoes, we'll know which domino it is and we can adjust the mold and make corrections. Another thing that I really love about these dominoes is that the surface texture actually helps when you're looking at the dominoes on camera because it's not going to reflect light. From my experience, I found that really shiny dominoes don't look good on camera because the light hits them in a way that you can't see the full color of the domino, which kind of distracts from what you're trying to look at. You know, you want the domino to be viewed as the color it is, not a washed out or too exposed type of color. Now, if you look very closely, you'll see that there is a watermark on the domino. This is my H5 Hevish 5 watermark, as you might know from all my videos. The watermark is not raised at all. It's still completely flat, so don't worry about having the watermark detract from stacking the dominoes at all. It's still a very flat domino. We've designed it in a way that it's very solid. It looks awesome. It's just a great domino. We've also been able to reduce the size of the small white dot that you might see on other types of dominoes. The dot is significantly smaller, and it's not a huge white dot anymore. We've kind of colored the dot in a way so it kind of meshes in with the color of the domino and hides that. So when you're setting up dominoes that are sideways, you're not going to see a huge white dot on it on top anymore. And same if you set them up normally, you're really not going to notice that dot. The next thing is the color. I've made sure that these colors are the most vibrant, saturated colors that you'll ever be able to get. If you compare these to other types of dominoes, you'll see they're just super bright. They look amazing on camera, and it's overall just a super solid domino. No more washed out colors anymore. Everything's bright, everything's awesome, it's aesthetically pleasing, and it looks great to look at. When you're building art, you know, you want to make sure that you have the best colors available, and this is definitely that. Finally, these dominoes comply with the established worldwide standards for domino toppling size. So these are 7.5 millimeters thick by 48 millimeters tall by 24 millimeters wide. And this is the proper dimension for a domino, proper weight, and you can also use these for Guinness World Records because that is the proper size that Guinness allows. So these are legit. These are legit toppling dominoes. So that's the domino, and I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what you all build with these. This is by far the highest quality domino that you will ever see. Alright, so let's move on to the accessories now. So we have 2 half bridges, 3 sizes of field starters, a domino template to help you set up perfect domino lines, and the how-to booklet that'll teach you how to build dominoes. So I will be making a whole bunch of tutorials on how to use all of the accessories. If they're already up, you can click right over here to watch them. But basically, a domino template will help you build a very perfect domino line that's evenly spaced in a straight line. And what's cool about the template is that you can connect it to another template and another template if you want to make an even longer domino template and make much longer domino lines. Super sturdy. This will help you build a lot of domino lines much faster, and it's probably one of the most useful domino accessories to use. And next we have the field starters. Now this is, I think, my favorite part of the accessories because these field starters can be used in so many different ways. So of course you can use it as the standard field starter where a domino line hits it and then that knocks down multiple rows of dominoes all at once. So the smallest field starter is 4 dominoes wide, which will allow you to topple 4 rows at once. The medium size is 6 dominoes wide, and the large field starter is 10 dominoes wide. Because these are all within the dimensions of dominoes, they work super well. You could tape dominoes to this if you want to make it even longer, or you can even set them up like this. They work as a small to large set too. This is pretty universal, like you can have it flat, you can use it as a ramp, you can do whatever with it. Next we have the half bridges. So these are super cool because you could have a domino go up it and then go back down. And what you can also do is combine it with the field starters, and now you have a bridge. And with the 3 sizes of the field starters, you can kind of vary the length of your bridge and kind of customize it to however you need it to be within your own domino setup. And if you have multiple half bridges, you can also stack them like this. And lastly, we have the how-to booklet, which will teach you the basics of how to build dominoes. And I'll do many domino tutorials that go with this as well, so you can kind of visualize that, and those will be coming soon. So that was one H5 Domino Creations box unboxed. Now we have like 60 more boxes to go. Oh boy. Cue the time lapse. Many boxes later, I'm on the last box. Let's open this up. Woo! There we go. Alright, so pile of templates. I've never seen so many half bridges in my life. All of the dominoes here. I still need to unbox these. These are in packs of 25. And this is stacked too high. Keep that in mind. And these are the field starters. And a ton of how-to booklets. Wow. I'm just so psyched to get everyone high quality dominoes. Oh, it still blows my mind that my H5 logo is on a domino. I'm so glad I searched dominoes that one day when I was 9 years old, way back when. But for now, I kind of want to set up all of these dominoes just as is, because I'm never gonna have the chance to set up 25 stacked dominoes. Ready? Watch this. But then that means I need to clear the whole floor. Okay, I guess now it's time to actually unbox these. Alright, that was 4 out of however many there are. This is 100 dominoes so far. I'm gonna put it on the time lapse now, and then we're gonna count all these dominoes. This is my new favorite domino color. Alright, finally I have unboxed all the H5 Domino Creation sets, and here it is. This is the collection. So there's about 2,000 dominoes in each color, so I have about 8,000 dominoes here, as well as a ton of half bridges and templates, which I will probably end up giving away because I definitely don't need, I don't know, was that like 50 templates? I almost forgot, these are all the field starters. I just put rubber bands around them, but they all fit nicely in this bin. But yeah, that's the new H5 Domino Creation set. Now that I've unboxed these, I'm so excited to use like a million bridges in one project, and just, it's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy with all these accessories and dominoes, and it's gonna be pretty cool. The dominoes are out now. Go to heavish5.com/buydominoes or go to the link in the description. The initial release is in the USA, Canada, and UK, but we will be expanding to more countries in the future. Our goal in time is to have these dominoes available globally, so stay tuned. We'll also be coming out with more colors in time. I've actually been documenting this whole process of making these dominoes, so I'll probably be posting those on Behind the 5. This could be the call that changes my life. That is so freaking cool, oh my god. If they're already up, you can click right here to watch those. Thank you so much to everyone for watching, for supporting. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. Like, it wouldn't be possible to make my own brand of dominoes and make the perfect domino. Like, this is seriously such a dream, and I want to thank you all so much. I'm so excited to see what you all create with H5 Domino Creations. If you get a set, let me know, tag me in all of your pictures. I will totally reshare these. I'm just so excited. If you have any questions about the dominoes, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer those. Go get your H5 Domino Creations. Link is in the description. And as always, I'm Lily Heavish, and keep on building.